Our new summer quarterly magazine is now available to create in Designs. So here's the way you're going to get to it. You go to Designs in Command. You're going to click on Create Design, and we're going to go to Print. This is where you're going to find the quarterly magazines, with the newest one being Summer 2021. Now I've got a lot of options in here. As it comes up, it will be under Lead Generation and Personally Branded Magazine. So the newest version will be over here. I want the actual booklet letter, and Making Memories is the new one, and it says right here 2021 quarter 3 magazine. So you're able to click on the use button to create and design this. Now, a couple tips and tricks. There are actually 3 covers to choose from. So don't just add all 3 of these. Choose the one that you want. Is it going to be the pool? Is it making memories with the family and outside? Is it at a lake? So it's your ability to choose one of 3 covers. Don't choose them all. So let's say I wanted this cover. I'm going to click it since the first page is blank. Then I would go to my next page. So here would be the next one, a little note from you for your magazine. And I'm going to click the plus sign to add that new page. Next will be a quarter in review. You can add that page. Click on the plus sign and see how I'm adding pages here on the right-hand side. So every time I click that plus sign, it adds a new page. There's a whole section on buyer and seller frequently asked questions, which is great. I can come down here. I've got a few pages with that. And I'm just going to keep clicking the plus sign. There's a ability to add a featured listing page. We're going to add that as well. Then there's a whole section around 10 wild ways you can cool off in your backyard. So we're going to add that page. We're going to add the next one. And see how I'm building this magazine pretty easy. There is a page about you where you can talk about your successes. There's a testimonial page you can add. Again, if you don't have real estate testimonials, get some character references, right? Who's worked with you before? Who knows you? It can even be a funny one where it's a family member, a kid, the mom, right? Who can give you some nice testimonials? So a couple more articles, then some hot listings in the area. These could be all your listings, or you'll see in my version, I just use some office listings nearby to highlight what our market center is working on. And ask an agent, and then the last one here is going to be 2. Actually, they're the same thing. The difference is one has a link up above, one says go to the App Store. So I like the second one better. And just like that, if I were done, I had 16 pages for a magazine ready to go. Now, there's a lot you're going to want to customize with this. So I can close this section out here. I'm going to start with page 1. And a few things to point out you're going to want to customize, like the logo. So you click the logo, and your logos will come up if you have them, and you can simply click the replace icon and switch it out for your logo. Now, I personally didn't necessarily need to have my name on the front page, so I'll be honest, I just hit the delete on that, and I was able to just quickly click my logo here in the corner, put it on the corner of the page, put it here. You might need to click this little arrow to hide that out, and this is the way I had made mine. By the way, I like the Making Memories. However, we're looking at a pool. I kind of want that to be blue personally, so I did click here and change the text of this to a blue color. And then that's how I customize the first page. So it's your ability to add here. By the way, if you want to do something different on this home screen, get your own picture or bring in your own thing. Or under workspace and images, we have lifestyles outside or people in neighborhood. You could just find a lifestyle activity of people outside. And let's say you're in an area and you just want to click and drag and replace that image for something like that instead. So just know, even though they've come up with a great image to use, there are other stock images you can find here under the designs. So I'm not going to go through every page, but you get the idea. So the next page would be kind of the about you, right? A little note from you. So make sure you update anything, right, that has a placeholder of text. That's these things. And down here, I was okay with this paragraph, but pay attention. When I'm editing these paragraphs, my best tip, click the typewriter to make it easier than trying to double click on there. So just make sure you pay attention. Like right here, you're going to choose the word my or ours. So don't leave them that way. You want to actually edit this text. And then you're going to want to get rid of the placeholder here for your name, number, email address, and web address. So just pay attention to those on every page. The next one's going to be some market statistics. So I got mine from the MLS, and then I went ahead and got some market stats from our market for the quarter of my office. What did my office do? There's another section here about buyers and asking frequently asked questions. Pay attention on this one. Again, it has that me and us in here, so make sure you edit the paragraph. So if it's going to be we are, highlight this text and get rid of it. We are also noticing, right? And then like us. Perfect. Make sure you save those changes. And then contact information. Don't leave this blank. Come to the typewriter and change these things out. Now you can insert an icon of the phone or just put the phone number, either one. So I wanted to highlight that. You've got different things here. The next couple pages are pretty much done. You don't need to change anything, and I didn't see any verbiage I had to update on those. So I love the look of this. It's a nice magazine style. Featured listing, my best tip is choose a listing in your area or neighborhood or farm and come to KWLS and then go find it. So I will share my version here, but I just went and found a listing that was in my MLS, and then once I was able to find it, I able just to grab the snapshot. So I've actually got an MLS number here. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. There we go. I'm going to search, and I just want to show you. Now it's actually under contract. That's why it's not showing up now. However, it would be my ability to go ahead and find the listing that I want and then select it and bring the pictures over and change that. So there's a couple other pages here. So pay attention, make those changes that you need, and I will share with you the one that I had done. So my version of this same thing has the logos like I shared. Making Memories, that was my cover I chose. That's going to be the one there. If I keep going, my next page was the information about me, right? A note from Jay Sarmac with the J Team Global. And I had my little information. I switched it out from my photo. The nice little paragraph down below. I actually just noticed I've got a typo there too, so I'm going to come to the typewriter, and I just noticed one of the little boxes said are most. Okay, make sure that none of that, all the text looks good, and then I added my information down below. So you're going to want to change those things along the way. Here was the market stats that we had done. So I went and pulled it up in Broward County or Fort Lauderdale. We sold 773 homes in all of the MLS. Average sale price $580 and 62 days on market, whereas my office sold 335 listings in the area at $500,000 average price in 7 days. So those are the kind of things you can highlight here, or just change the data, or if you don't have them or don't want to, you can take that page out. Went to the next page and the frequently asked questions. Again, I updated my contact information down below, so you'll see that here. I can zoom in. The next page is, like I said, I left alone. Now, feature listing, this is one that I pulled, so I will show you now with this here. Under KWLS, this is where I was able to pull up a listing and go get a photo, switch it out, and then use the listing details to get more information, like the paragraph and all that stuff. So it does take some time, but I think it's worth it. Just time block an hour to update this and add some featured listings and stuff, because it mixes in helpful articles like this, right? And a little bit of information about you and the fact that you work in real estate and some recent sales nearby. I went ahead and add my statistics here of my information. Our belief system, logos, make sure you pay attention to this. It's going to be a default placeholder, which I like. Down below will be the testimonials. So I have real testimonials, but I didn't have the picture of the clients. So this time I just came to images, workspace, and I found some images that I liked, and I put them in here to just humanize the testimonial. It's not the actual clients, but it just showcases the Smith family said this and Christopher said this. Awesome. The next couple ones were pretty much done. I'm just clicking on them to verify there's nothing I need to change. 6 shortcuts to summertime energy savings. That one looks good. And the last one, this one took me the longest, but it was actually pretty easy when I pulled up the MLS and just saw what listings were nearby. So these are listings my office has, and I basically used KWLS to find each of them by the MLS number, and I dragged the photo over, got the address and some information about these. So I'm actually highlighting homes that are nearby, putting it all in, and then I changed my information down below. So that's how I updated that one. Page 15 was all about a question. What home improvements can I make without burning a hole in my wallet? So I talked about how being light and bright, right? Paint makes a big impact. People are going to pay attention to unified flooring, things like that. And then the last one was the app. Now this one, I'm going to give you a little trick. That is a screenshot from my phone. So I literally used a screenshot on my iPhone, to take a picture with my app of a recent listing nearby. Now, if you look at the original, that's not bad, but I don't know who Nina is, and that's just an example of one. So I thought, why not put my own there? So that's why I actually added the picture, and I just emailed it to myself, put it in here, and I was able to put it in. And then, like I said, I was able to just put that into the box and showcase my app with my information and the mortgage savings and showcase a high luxury home. Although I just realized I may not necessarily want to showcase someone else's listing. So I'm going to go ahead and use this little box, shrink that down, change this to the color white. There we go. Apply. Same thing with my outline. Make sure that that is white. And then I'm going to stretch this out just so it's not showing someone else's name. And that has an outline color. There we go. Apply. Perfect. So that is a great image of the app. It's all put in here. I added a link to my app down below to this page, added some logos, and just like that, my magazine is now ready to go. I can host it online. I can email it to people. I can do a Facebook campaign to say download our 16-page summer real estate guide of area information and stuff. I love the look of this. I love the feel. Looks professional. And when I'm done, I can simply hit a download button and I can download it that way. You can also use the share button here to share the design or the project. And I can actually click that link. I'm going to share the project. Click the link to the viewer. And then if I were to post this online anywhere, it would take them here to this little magazine. And like I said, they can actually click and go through it. And that would be a link you can share where it automatically hosts it. You see this magazine looks great. Everything's branded to me. It's got some tips and tricks. It shares my real estate experience, success stories, more articles in here. Some real estate homes nearby, right? And voila, I've got a great magazine. I love this. Take advantage of it. I think it's a great opportunity to showcase your business, look professional. And this is now the third one we've done of this quarterly update. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, give us a like, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, you can follow me on KBIG Connect and YouTube today.